Welcome to my survival series for No Man's Sky, and we're starting this video in the anomaly because it's the weekend. It's the weekend of the 22nd of May 2021 if you're watching this in the future, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at this weekend's community mission because I'm going to be very curious to see how this mission relates to what's currently going on in expeditions mode. The other thing I'm also going to say is that yesterday, that would be the 21st, there was quite a substantial update. It was nearly 3 gig, and I got a feeling it was meant to fix some of the problems within the current expeditions mode. And for anyone who doesn't really know what that expeditions mode is, this is the 2-week one, which everyone's powering through really quickly, and Hello Games have had a few problems with it. And at this point I've done the first 4 phases. I haven't done the 5th phase because what was happening is everyone got stalled on that because of problems with the fact that there was some mechanism that was needed to unlock the final phase objectives. Actually, I've just suddenly thought, let me just come in here. Log, that's it, yeah. Oh, there's no actual community mission reward. I'm just wondering, I think we're just going to go and take a look at Quicksilver. And I sort of look at collect expedition rewards. There's the historiographical dosometer. Now I definitely know this is part of the current expeditions mode, but it's quite interesting. This is a reward, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a little while because Snafu posted a comment that got me thinking, and I will be talking a little bit about that as we go through this mission. Let's see what we can. Yes, this is what I was half expecting. Now the myth beacon is tied to the current expeditions mode, and this was what was locked. And my personal opinion was, I think that what Hello Games really intended to do was to lock this behind the community mission for this weekend. And then the idea is that everyone who is playing would do the community mission. And then this would unlock this. So phase 5 would be done in the 2nd week of the cycle. But I think what happened was there were so many videos. I did watch a couple of them where people were saying, "Oh, I've got to wait to do it. I want to do a speed run and things like this." And I think what's actually happened is Hello Games has just given a general unlock to it now, and you can buy it for 80 Quicksilver. And what we're going to do is just go into here. It looks like we've got a random drop. I mean, the community mission is active, so I think this is the community mission that we've got to do. So we've got to collect 934 activated indium. We've got 52 hours to do it, and we get a walker brain. I think that'd be worth doing. So we're going to initialize the mission and start the mission. This mission started. Unusual materials. Don't think this is going to be excessively difficult, to be honest. I'm assuming we're going to be sent to a specific planet. Otherwise it could be a little bit annoying if you weren't in the right system to collect it. So we've got to collect activated indium. Yeah, we're being sent to the correct planet. So here we are. We're in WM Gate 53. Try out a scan. I'm assuming what. It says activated indium detected. So we've got to go and reach the target planet down there. So here we are. We're coming down on the planet. In fact, it's actually a moon. It's not a planet. We've reached the target platform thing, and we're breaking through the atmosphere. I wouldn't mind finding a base or something to put down on. No, I think we're just. I mean, I've got loads of resources. I think we'll just put down anywhere. Just jump out. You're going to get 934 indium. And we're just going to scan you. And I'm assuming that all those what we call those markers are locations of indium. But what I mean, just out of interest, there we are, activated Indium deposit. I'm going to do it the proper way, and I think this relates to Snafu's comment when he was talking about the fact that I am slipping and I'm not getting very target focused. And I think while the expeditions mode is very interesting because it does introduce players to new features that they may not go for normally, or not, some of them may not even be aware that it's actually there. Okay, go away. Yeah, some players may be completely unaware of some of the features in the game, and I think expeditions mode is quite useful to be able to do that. But I think one problem with this approach is the fact that it does get players into bad habits. I mean, if you had somebody who was learning the game and they were doing the very target focused expeditions, which there is a big incentive to do, because if you don't do the mission, you don't get the special rewards. And I think it makes you lazy. I know it makes me lazy, and staff has been quite right to kind of point out that I'm not really playing the game when I'm doing the expeditions mode. I'm just literally totally focused on this is the achievements that I want to do in this part, and I'm not bothering. Okay, go away. So in some ways, yes, expeditions mode is great, but it's not teaching new players the basics. The other thing that concerns me is the fact that by doing these expedition modes, players who are active now are getting a little bit of an unfair advantage over, say, players who may come along in the future, because I mean we've already got a golden vessel, and I mean I've got absolutely no idea what the rewards are for this cycle, but there's a very real possibility that what could happen is that, and this is something that I'm going to have to remember very carefully when I do things for No Man's Sky, is that it'd be very easy to say, yeah, I'm just going to load up my gold, jump into my golden ship, and it works with that dosimeter or something like that. You start talking about something, and some new player who's kind of come to the channel to learn how to play will say, well, where did you get that from? And of course, they will go to the weapons charge depleted. I mean, they will go to Quicksilver, and it won't be there, or it will be greyed out or something like that. But I do really hope Hello Games will address that issue. How can you say activated Indium deposit there? So there's lots of Indium deposits on it. I mean, one way to do it would be to integrate the expeditions missions somehow into the game, which new players could play, or alternatively that after a period of time, say the golden vessel becomes available for purchase by a certain amount of Quicksilver. I think that would be a better way forward. I mean, really what I'm just saying is that the Hello Games need to keep the playing field level with respect to new players, people coming along. Anyway, we're just going to go round and see what we can get. Just grab this activated Indium. It shouldn't take that long. I mean, it's just a question of finding it. Of course, it will give me a chance to explore the planet and do some basics in the game. There we are. And as Snafu pointed out, is I'm not doing the basic plants because it was a valid point. Oops, no. That when you're doing the expeditions mode, you don't really need to do the basics, and like work on accumulating money. You just go through and see the objectives. And I think another problem with kind of watching them, I mean, I haven't watched that much in the way of other people playing because I want to experience the expeditions from my own perspective, but I think it's very easy for, say, YouTubers like me to create the impression that these missions are very easy. I mean, for anyone who's new and learning the game, these missions may not necessarily be easy. I mean, and maybe it's something I need to do when I do the expeditions modes in the future. I mean, I've nearly finished the current one, but maybe I do need to kind of spend a little bit of time when I'm playing and talk a little bit about the game mechanics as I go. I mean, if you've got any opinions on it, feel free to chuck it in the comments. Because again, I think one of the things that can confuse players is that, say, experienced players. I mean, I've been playing No Man's Sky since when it first came out back in, was it 2016? I think. A bit like this, I'm quite happily stood here in the middle of a storm, and it's barely affecting me at all. Where, say, a new player, that may be a totally different perspective. Let's just get out of here. A new player with minimal defenses and minimal shielding, especially environmental shielding, couldn't stand around and do something like this. We'll just grab this. I mean, we'll probably have to find another one. I don't think there's going to be enough in here just for... Oh, you never know. We might get there. We just need another 34. But yeah, all done. Very quick, straight to the point mission. We'll summon the ship in. Yes, I know. Oh, so what we got to do now is just deliver it to the secure depot. Oops, back again. What we got to do is find the tag. There's the secure depot there. Kind of behind the communications station there. So what we're going to do now is just fly to the secure depot. It's going to be a trading station, and then we'll take it from there. Right, the storm is cleared. We're just going to drop down here. And hopefully the game will now let me land. There's landing sequence not available. Come on, game. It's open terrain. What we're going to do is come here. Say it's 340 in that direction. We'll just go off in this direction. Oops, that direction. There it is. There's the trading station. So we'll just get into here. Obviously, this is the delivery point. So we're just going to get on the ladder. Climb up. I'm really glad they put the ladders on these trading stations, because it used to be an absolute pain trying to get up into them, especially when you only had a minimal jetpack boost. I mean, it got easier once you had the enhancements, but okay, I'm just gonna get up here. Hello, Mr. Gickies. Just summon you in. Be prepared. It's Polo's secure lockbox. It says this must be Polo's secure lockbox. I should deposit the item here. See, this is why makes me absolutely convinced that this was the missions. This was the community mission that was meant to unlock that item in the expeditions box and in the expeditions mode. Okay, return to the Nexus. Oh, some nice looking ships here. So let's just go up and summon my ship in. See if we can grab a pad before everyone else gets one. You're kidding me. It won't let me summon my ship in. That's 2 navigation data I've wasted. Okay, we'll do it the other way. Let me just come out here. Summon the ship in that way. Yeah, I think what's happening is there's just way too many ships operating in this area. I mean, it could be the consequence of multiplayer, that you've got people coming down here. You can see them all coming and going and landing. Anyway, get up into space, summon the anomaly. And we'll complete the mission. We get the Walker Brain. And we got 1200 Quicksilver. And that is it. And that is it. We've completed the community mission. We got 1,200 Quicksilver. And I am absolutely convinced that that was meant to be part of the expeditions mode. A kind of cross tie-in between someone doing expeditions mode and the community mission. Because you could have done the community mission whilst actually in expeditions mode. And I got a feeling that's what Hello Games might have been trying to do, is introduce that. But they kind of buckled to pressure with people saying that they couldn't complete it and do speed runs. If you've got any opinions on it, feel free to chuck it in the comments and we'll discuss it. Until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.